Tonight on Ctv3 News, Curacao school principal arrested on sexual assault and child luring charges involving student. Belizean diplomatic efforts underway as Guatemalan conviction of Sebastian Pope sparks concern over detention and repatriation. And Belize implements new measures to manage rising urban Africanized bee populations, focusing on safe relocation and ecological preservation. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Friday, August 29th, 2025.
World shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration. And it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
The new designs for Belize's new banknotes have been revealed. But why are only two national figures featured on the banknotes? The individuals honored on our new banknotes have received Belize's highest distinction, the Order of the National Hero. As of January 2025, only two persons have been awarded this title. The Right Honorable George Cadle Price, regarded as the father of the nation, who was the first Prime Minister of Belize and renowned leader in our road to independence, and the Honorable Philip Stanley Wilberforce Golson, one of the longest-serving members of the House of Representatives, known for his unwavering stance on protecting and preserving Belize. By featuring these heroes, we honor their invaluable contributions to the development of our nation. New look, same value, heroes' legacy. Learn more at www.centralbank.org.bz. A message from the Central Bank of Belize.
Good evening. With your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. In Curacao, authorities have taken a school principal into custody following serious allegations of sexual misconduct involving a 13-year-old student. According to reports, the young girl and her mother approached gender-based violence response and investigation unit to report their concerns. They revealed that the principal, identified as 53-year-old Ever Lucas, had been in contact with the minor through WhatsApp starting in April. The communication reportedly escalated into 3 separate incidents of sexual assault occurring within the school grounds, including an incident in a storage room during the months of May and June. Officials confirmed that Lucas, who serves as the principal of Crystalline Gill Seventh-day Adventist Primary School, has been formally charged with 3 counts of sexual assault and 1 count of child luring. The Foreign Trade, Culture and Immigration is actively monitoring the case of Belizean citizen Sebastian Pop following reports from his legal representatives in Guatemala regarding his detention and the circumstances surrounding his removal from Belize. According to official statements, Belize's diplomatic mission in Guatemala has maintained consistent communication with Pop's attorney, providing necessary documents to support his legal proceedings. Recent developments indicate that after legal processes concluded in Guatemala, Pop was convicted of femicide, a serious charge that has drawn significant attention. In light of this outcome, the ministry has directed the Belizean embassy to explore any available avenues for legal appeal or further recourse on Pop's behalf. In a release issued today, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that the government remains deeply concerned about the events leading to his removal from Belize and is committed to ensuring his rights are protected through diplomatic channels guided by international law. Efforts are underway to pursue his potential repatriation to Belize. Pop, age 28, was reportedly abducted from the village of Dolores in southern Belize by a mob of Guatemalan vigilantes in February 2024. Since that incident, he has been held in a Guatemalan detention facility accused of homicide. His family claims that no Belizean authorities have intervened or taken action to assist him. According to a police report filed by his father, Francisco Pop, in July 2023, Sebastian left his home in Otoxa, Toledo on February 21st. His family became worried when he failed to return the following day. The father reached out to the alcalde of his village, who confirmed him that Sebastian had been forcibly taken by several Guatemalan civilians crossing into Belizean territory. Further inquiries with the alcalde of Dolores confirmed that on February 21st, around 10 a.m., Sebastian was seen being escorted from the community center by local Guatemalan civilians heading in the direction of Rixul, a border village in Guatemala. Subsequently, Sebastian traveled to that location and spoke with the local alcalde, who verified that he was in Guatemalan police custody for a homicide investigation. Belizean authorities later confirmed his detention in the Santa Elena jurisdiction of Petén, Alta Verapaz. The Belizean government stresses that it will continue to advocate for Pop through diplomatic channels, emphasizing adherence to legal standards and human rights. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs assures that it is committed to seeking justice and exploring all legal options to secure Pop's fair treatment and an eventual return to Belize. On August 24, 2024, Noti Sur Petén reported that Sebastian Pop, of Belizean origin, was sentenced to 30 years in prison for murdering his cousin in San Luis Petén. The sentence was handed down by the Criminal Sentencing Group of the Court of the Federal District. The report states that on February 7th of last year, Pop abused and injured the young woman. To hide the body, he threw it into a hole covered with sticks and stones. Earlier in the month of August, Cabinet approved the new measures to manage the rising population of Africanized bees in urban and residential areas. The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise will oversee the control and humane relocation of unmanaged bees that threaten humans, agriculture, and livestock, an effort officials say is vital for food security and ecological balance. The ministry notes that during the summer months, reports of bees swarming in public spaces and near homes increased significantly. With the number of incidents steadily climbing, the ministry has long struggled to respond to every case, citing a lack of manpower and resources.
nos hemos dado cuenta, desafortunadamente se han eliminado muchísimas colonias. En el año 2024 podemos decir que más de 280 colonias, reportes se han hecho. Entonces, si nosotros podemos integrar esas colonias al ciclo apícola, vamos a aumentar la producción de miel también para nuestro país. Y vamos a potencializar la polinización y los frutos van a aumentar en los campos. Eso es el objetivo que nosotros queremos lograr. Controlar lo que es todo el medio ambiente a través de que haya más polinizadores. Ahora cuando hablamos del papel de gabinete, fue interesante y poder trabajar con este papel junto con un equipo de trabajo del ministerio, donde se escribió y dice que nosotros tenemos 3 objetivos en ese papel. Uno es que nosotros como ministerio vamos a atender situaciones que se den en hospitales, en escuelas, en parques y lugares públicos. Tenemos esa responsabilidad de atender esos casos como Ministerio de Agricultura. Y punto número 2 es que junto en colaboración con los privados vamos a atender, bueno, ellos van a atender los lugares de residencias privadas, que sean restaurantes, hoteles, resorts y residencias privadas, casas. En colaboración.
Son 2 entidades aquí estamos hablando, 2 grupos separados.
Así es.
To address the challenge, the ministry will be working with Belize's beekeeping community. Existing apiculturists will be trained to safely capture and relocate swarms when they are reported.
Para que nosotros podamos lograr hacer eso, hemos hecho un compromiso a donde vamos a dar unas capacitaciones de cómo se logra hacer este proceso, de cómo identificas a dónde está una colonia, cómo mueves una colonia del lugar a donde está a una caja técnica. Y el otro es cómo moverlo del lugar a donde se capturó al apiario. Vamos a dar capacitación. Tenemos fechas tentativas que se van a dar en 3 puntos diferentes. Uno, hemos puesto para el 26 de septiembre, vamos a dar la capacitación para Corozal, Orange Walk y Belice. Vamos a buscar un punto central para capacitar gentes que estén interesadas, pero también necesitamos un criterio. ¿Quién son los que vamos a capacitar?
Exacto, eso es lo que iba a preguntar.
El criterio que vamos a usar, por la razón que no queremos eliminar las colonias, vamos a usar apicultores registrados bajo nuestro sistema BAMS, Belize Agriculture Information Management System. Los que estén registrados como apicultores y tengan un apiario, esos son los que pueden participar para la capacitación, que el ministerio juntos con otras entidades vamos a certificar que ellos pueden hacer ese trabajo. La razón por qué queremos hacer esto es que no queremos que se haga eradicate por una compañía o una persona que elimine completamente las abejas. Y el segundo, que esa persona como apicultor pueda llevar esa colonia a su apiario y integrarlo en el ciclo de producción.
Instead of eradicating hives, the program emphasizes preservation and will see the relocated colonies integrated into beekeepers' apiaries, boosting honey production and pollination activity that supports the wider agriculture sector.
Como ministerio lo hemos hecho, pero las personas esperan que es gratuito. Para las escuelas públicas, para los hospitales, para los parques, nosotros nos vamos a responsabilizar, y en el caso que nosotros no podamos por alguna situación, pues como ellos pueden funcionar también. En el caso nuestro no va a haber un costo, pero en el caso de ellos van a proveer un servicio.
Muy bien.
Y ahí es a donde él va a elaborar un poco, porque yo puedo decirles a ustedes que si la situación es en una mata y llegó un enjambre nada más, entonces solo es de ponerlo en una caja y transportarlo. Que el trabajo es un trabajo y se necesita conocimiento también para moverlo. Pero ya ahora llegamos a otro caso, como pueden ver en las fotos, y le voy a permitir a mi amigo que elabore, que es diferente caso.
Sí, aquí
Traditionally, hive removals were handled free of charge by the ministry. However, under the new framework, private beekeepers will be allowed to charge a minimal fee for their services, depending on the situation and location.
Ya se tocó bastante del tema,
Exacto.
así que vamos a ir más directo al tema del sector privado. En este caso, cuando a mí me llaman de un caso de abejas, una de las cosas que pregunto es, ¿en qué estado se encuentra la abeja? Ellos me explican, si no está en un estado agresivo por el momento, pero ellos lo han observado, lo que yo pido que me envíen sus fotos o videos que pudieran conseguir, no de tan cerca de la área, sino que para prevenir. Basado a eso, a mi observación, yo les submito una cotización razonable también. Tratamos de tratar de ser lo más razonable que podamos, y para hacerlo más razonable tratamos de acomodar 2 o 3 enjambres para poder trabajarlo en el mismo día. Uno, por la razón de la distancia donde se va a mover. Si a veces tenemos que moverlos en hora y media de camino. Entonces, y de ahí lo siguiente sería a poder acomodar una fecha.
Officials say the ongoing approach strikes a balance between ensuring public safety and safeguarding the country's bee population, which plays an indispensable role in Belize's food system and environment. Coming up next, Belize to expand Mexico's Sembrando Vidas program, aiming to support over 2,000 farmers. Stay tuned.
It's here once again. Bigger and better. Fiesta FM 21st anniversary. Come and celebrate with us this September 6th, one of the biggest events of the year, Fiesta FM 21st anniversary.
It's all happening at Central Park at 7 p.m. There will be lots of giveaways and entertainment to the next level.
Come and dance the night away with the legendary, all the way from Dangriga, Maime Martinez. Alongside the mighty Super Furia Band. And on the wheels of steels, all the way from Chetumal, Quintana Roo, Mexico, Felipe Lopez, DJ Diablio.
Arriba, 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 las manos arriba, arriba, las manos arriba, arriba, arriba. Aquí está el diablillo y este es un desastre. Y al que no le gusta.
So you don't want to miss this one-of-a-kind event. It's going to be big. It's going to be great. It's Fiesta FM 21st anniversary. See you there.
This is where blue innovation meets green ambition and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. This is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience. September 3rd to 5th, Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
It is truly a proud and historic moment for us here in San Ignacio. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to the official opening of the very first wooden basketball court in our community.
The cost of the project in completion was about $200,000. Honorable Mala was willing to assist us with this project. This is a huge, huge investment for us.
there can be serious development through sports, especially if the right foundation, having the right facilities are in place. Then the programs follow. We can't put the carriage front of the house by having the programs, but we only have outdoor facilities. Belize rain 6 months out of the year, and having outdoor facilities is just not enough.
Our focus is going to be on education because that's a part of using sports as a vehicle to get as many of our athletes to international schools to play football, basketball, volleyball, track, whatever it is. The other thing is health. 33% of our people are afflicted by diabetes, hypertension, or some ailment like that. And those things can be prevented. So we want to create again the facilities where people can go exercise, have fun.
Earlier this month, Mexican President Sandra Sheinbaum announced that the second phase of the Sembrando Vidas project will soon be extended to Belize, a move that Agriculture Minister Jose Abelardo May says is expected to benefit more than 2,000 new farmers. Speaking on the matter this week, Minister May confirmed that the program, which is expected to launch later this year, will directly benefit more than 2,000 new farmers across the country. He explained that Sembrando Vidas aims to support sustainable agriculture and improve livelihoods through reforestation, crop diversification, and technical assistance to small-scale farmers.
2,000 farmers, we hope to begin by October, we were told. I don't know if we'll meet that deadline. The problem is transferring, well, the Sembrando Vida team has to come and do their due diligence. They will come and interview farmers. The ministry only guides the process, but they're the one that do all the groundwork to see who qualifies and who does not qualify. And there will be 2,000 farmers that were not in the last, not included in the last program, so are different farmers.
And then the initiative, which has already been implemented across several Latin American countries, is a flagship program of the Mexican government designed to combat rural poverty while addressing climate change. In Belize, the Ministry of Agriculture is working closely with Mexican counterparts to finalize implementation plans. Belize has made significant strides in its efforts to eliminate single-use plastics over the past few years, reflecting the government's commitment to environmental sustainability. However, the journey has not been without obstacles, according to the Minister of Sustainable Development. In recent years, Belize has implemented a phased approach to ban or restrict the importation and use of disposable plastics, aiming to reduce plastic pollution and protect its rich natural ecosystems. In an interview held 2 days ago, the minister revealed that despite these efforts, one of the primary challenges remained the influx of plastic materials that continue to bypass standards and regulations.
The plastic pollution is coming back to Cabinet. We have been doing some improvements and amendments. Recall that we had passed the plastic regulations, and we did an assessment 2 years later. And all indications are that we have to strengthen it because we are still having imports of plastic material that do not comply with the standards that have been set. So that has to be revamped and looked at how we can strengthen that. But the main thing now is that Belize, the Department of Environment, now has the equipment to do the testing, which we didn't have before. But it would be unfair in a way or biased in a way if the department, who is the regulator, does the test to see if you are complying. So what we did was we got the same equipment for the University of Belize. So University of Belize will be doing the testing as a third party so that it shows no bias.
The government has been actively working to tighten import controls, strengthen enforcement, and promote alternative eco-friendly materials. Initiatives include public awareness campaigns, collaboration with importers to ensure compliance, and incentives for businesses to adopt sustainable packaging solutions. Belize has faced the ban on single-use plastics began in 2019, targeting items such as plastic bags, straws, and cutlery. The move aligns with global efforts to combat plastic pollution, which poses a threat to marine life, wildlife, and human health. The Rotary Club of Orange Walk is celebrating 54 years of dedicated service to the community. Since its founding in 1971, the club has stood as a pillar of support, helping families in need, driving community projects, and fostering volunteerism across the district. This year's anniversary was especially meaningful as the club had the honor of welcoming Rotary District Governor Diana Brown to Orange Walk for the occasion. Her presence underscored the important role that the local chapter continues to play with the wider Rotary movement and the impact of its services on the national and regional stage. Current President Henry Gillett today reflected on the milestone, sharing the club's journey of growth, service, and community impact. Over the decades, the Rotary Club of Orange Walk has spearheaded numerous initiatives from health and education projects to fundraisers that directly benefit vulnerable families. Its members, past and present, have committed not only their resources, but also their time and hearts to make a difference.
Well, for us, it's very special because we get to highlight and publicize a lot of the things that we get done throughout the year. And for example, we usually have like an annual grant, whereas the funding that we gather throughout the year from all the fundraisers that we do, we pump it back into the community as how to say student grants to help with education. And for us, it's something very special because we touch the lives of those that are less fortunate, you know. So for us that have recently joined, it's a bit challenging because obviously the members that laid all the foundation and the framework before us have their own way of doing things. So us coming in with new ideas and trying to do certain changes makes it a bit challenging, but we put our differences aside and come together as a club. And at the end of the day, we have one main goal, and that's the upliftment of the community. So we tend to put our egos aside and our personal differences and work together and try to do what's best for the community.
Among the club's notable contributions are projects that support education, provide medical equipment, and improve community infrastructure. Beyond the tangible benefits, the Rotary's work has also been about strengthening bonds within Orange Walk, empowering youth, and creating opportunities for service-minded leadership.
The most recent and a major project that we just recently got going was the inauguration of the pediatric ward, and that was a partnership that we had with the Ministry of Health and our annual lead missions, and that's currently ongoing, and we're hoping that it impacts the community greater than that we usually do on an annual basis, because now we will be able to help a lot of the kids in need, and they would have a specific facility where they could get their surgeries done and not have to go in that hassle of being in a closed, I won't say a closed environment in the Northern Regional Hospital, but have access to more private services. And another event upcoming as well that we have is a Golden Gala that will be held in November of this year. And all the funds that would be gathered in this event is what we would then use for the education grants next year. So just use this opportunity to to us, the business community and the community on a whole, that if they see the flyers, or the promotional items, to share and to reach out if they would want to be a sponsor, because this is what helps us to impact the lives of all the individuals in need in our community.
Looking ahead, Gillett says the club remains focused on sustainability and growth. The Rotary Club hopes to inspire new members to carry on the spirit of service that has defined the organization for more than half a century.
Coming into this year, my main focus was to learn. I don't know everything, and but when I say to learn is more members. We're trying to get more members, younger members, and we're trying to know the ropes of how everything works. And our older members are, I won't say are leaving, but won't obviously be there forever. So we just want to learn from them, have them learn from us, implement new stuff via social media. I think in the recent years, we've seen more Facebook posts, Instagram, trying to get awareness, spread the awareness, because a lot of people don't know that Rotary exists or don't know all the work that Rotary gets done throughout the years. So I'm sure now more than ever, people have realized the impact that we have in the community, whether it be our wheelchair drive, where we hand out wheelchairs and certain equipment that help people that lack mobility, and our education grants. A lot of people experience some sort of assistance because I mean, it's needed, right? So yeah, so those are like the key areas that we try to tie everything together to spread awareness to the community.
As the club celebrates its 54th anniversary, members say the milestone is not just a look back at past achievements, but also a call to maintain building a brighter future for Orange Walk. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
It is truly a proud and historic moment for us here in San Ignacio. It gives me great joy to welcome you all to the official opening of the very first wooden basketball court in our community.
The cost of the project in completion was about $200,000. Honorable Mala was willing to assist us with this project. This is a huge, huge investment for us.
There can be serious development through sports, especially if the right foundation, having the right facilities are in place. Then the programs follow. We can't put the carriage front of the house by having the programs, but we only have outdoor facilities. Belize rain 6 months out of the year, and having outdoor facilities is just not enough.
Our focus is going to be on education, because that's a part of using sports as a vehicle to get as many of our athletes to international schools to play football, basketball, volleyball, track, whatever it is. The other thing is health. 33% of our people are afflicted by diabetes, hypertension, or some ailment like that. And those things can be prevented. So we want to create again the facilities where people can go exercise, have fun.
In the heart of the Americas lies a country that connects nations, cultures, and commerce. Belize, where CARICOM, Central America, and Southeastern Mexico meet, offers more than beauty. It offers opportunity, a stable democracy, a bilingual workforce. And in this new global trade era, Belize is more than a destination. It's the nexus of tomorrow's investment frontier. A robust logistics and trade infrastructure connects you to over 200 million consumers. And as the world shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition. and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
It's here once again. Bigger and better. Fiesta FM 21st anniversary. Come and celebrate with us this September 6th, one of the biggest events of the year, Fiesta FM 21st anniversary.
It's all happening at Central Park at 7 p.m. There will be lots of giveaways and entertainment to the next level.
Come and dance the night away with the legendary, all the way from Dangriga, Maime Martinez. Alongside the mighty Super Furia Band. And on the wheels of steels, all the way from Chetumal, Quintana Roo, Mexico, Felipe Lopez, DJ Diablio.
Arriba, 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 las manos arriba, arriba, las manos arriba, arriba, arriba. Aquí está el Diablillo y este es un desastre. Y al que no le gusta.
So you don't want to miss this one-of-a-kind event. It's going to be big. It's going to be great. It's Fiesta FM 21st anniversary. See you there.
World shifts to regional supply chains, Belize is poised to lead. This is where blue innovation meets green ambition, and orange creativity thrives. Join us for the Belize Investment Summit 2025, September 3rd to 5th at the Sunset Caribe in San Pedro. From agribusiness to aquaculture, from renewable energy to digital services, from tourism to trade, this is the future of regional integration, and it starts here. Whether you're returning home, expanding regionally, or entering new markets, Belize welcomes you. Why Belize? Why now? Belize Investment Summit 2025, Bridging Markets, Building Resilience, September 3rd to 5th at Sunset Caribe, San Pedro. Visit investmentsummit.bz to register and be part of shaping the investment frontier.
In a significant step towards enhancing wildlife preparedness and response, Belize has deepened its collaboration with geospatial experts from Guatemala's National Institute of Forests, NAB. The technical exchange, which took place over the past week, aimed to support the development of Belize's national fire monitoring platform. This cutting-edge system will provide near real-time data on active fire points, both within and beyond protected areas. It will also offer valuable insights into proximity to communities and infrastructure, land cover, fire scars, and district-level impacts. Using automated tools such as ArcGIS Pro, ArcGIS Online, and Google Earth Engine, the technical team has successfully integrated diverse data sets into an interactive dashboard. Drawing on Guatemala's established experience, Belize is now tailoring its platform to meet local conditions and operational needs. The initiative brings together several national agencies, including the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, the Belize Fire Department, and the Belize Forest Department. Their collective efforts aim to strengthen coordination and streamline decision-making during wildlife events. The Belize Forest Department extended its gratitude to INAB Guatemala for their collaboration and to WCS Belize for facilitating the exchange through support from the Biodiversity Landscape Fund, BLF. And in some final news, the eagerly awaited concert featuring Las Cumbia Kings scheduled for tomorrow, August 30th at Orange Walk People's Stadium has been officially called off. Organizer and promoter Jose Tun announced the cancellation, citing a combination of financial difficulties, logistical hurdles, and negative publicity as the primary reasons behind the abrupt decision. In a public statement, Tun clarified that recent assertions by his promotional company, Jose Tun Promo Belize, suggesting Hypersongs opted out due to other financial obligations are misleading. That reflects on Hypersong's business practices, not ours. The statement emphasized. Hypersongs, a local production firm, also clarified its stance, asserting it has the right to refuse service if an event threatens its financial stability or reputation. The ticketing platform QuickPass, which handled ticket sales for the concert, also addressed the situation. In a release, the company explained that it functions solely as a facilitator and is not responsible for organizing or managing events. Although some ticket revenues had already been forwarded to Tun, QuickPass confirmed that refund procedures are the responsibility of the event's promoter. Tun expressed his disappointment over the concert's cancellation, revealing that despite securing sponsorship and making payments to the band, unforeseen complications with event partners disrupted the plans. He accused Hypersongs of withdrawing from their involvement due to disagreements over costs and commitments, leaving him to absorb additional expenses while managing preparation for upcoming shows in Benquevejo and Santa Elena. Ticket holders are assured that refund will be issued through the vendors where their tickets were purchased. Hypersongs issued its own statement distancing himself from Tun's claims. The company explained that its policy requires a 50% deposit upfront with the remaining balance payable immediately after the event and defended its decision to withdraw from the project. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Monday, August 38th here on Ctv3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to see the text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at Ctv3 News BZ. From all of us here at Ctv3 News, have a safe and pleasant weekend. Thank you for watching and listening. Good night.